of Rare Beauty. Starting off strong with their clear brow gel. I swear this is one of the best brow gels on the market. I have very thick, coarse eyebrows. This puts them into place so effortlessly and they do not budge. For the base, I'm going to use their Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer. There's an SPF of 20 in it. I haven't used this in the longest time. So let's try it out. I love a skin tint that has good coverage, feels super lightweight, and just like kind of looks like your skin, and that is what this is giving. Bronzer stick and Always Sunny OG. This video was so highly requested. I'm so excited to finally be doing it, and I'm intrigued to see how it all ties together. Of course, gotta get the nose. And let's blend. Also, guys, I can't even express how sad I will be if the TikTok ban actually goes through. I will just be so upset. You know where to find me if it does, though. I'll be posting the same content just elsewhere. I have both the concealer and the eye brightener, so I'm gonna mix a little bit. Pop this underneath the eyes, around my mouth, forehead. I'm gonna mix in just a dot, the brightener in the center. Concealer shade is a little bit more yellow than I typically use. We're gonna make it work. Let's blend under the eyes. Whoa, looks so pretty and hydrating. The skin is like eating right now. I forgot how good Rare Beauty was. Of course I knew they were good, but like these together, they're like melting together. For blush, I'm gonna do a little concoction with the Soft Pinch in Bliss. I'm gonna do a little dot right on the apples of my cheeks, and then a little bit of Grace. I love mixing these two. And then the liquid highlighter in Enlighten right at the top. So making a little triangle. Then with the little Rare Beauty blush brush, lightly blending all those together. I like to blend it out, keeping the highlighter where I placed it, kind of just up and down the cheek. Tiny taps until it is all blended, and it just looks so gorgeous, so pretty. To set the face, I'm going to use the Rare Beauty finishing powder in the shade Porcelain. I'm going to use this underneath my eyes and anywhere that I place that concealer to kind of set it in place. First, taking the powder blushes. This is in the shade Cheer. These are very pigmented, so be careful when applying them, but they're so beautiful. And since they're like a blush and highlighter in one, it gives the most stunning shine. For the eyes, I have their shadow sticks. I'm gonna go in with the shade Growth, like a coppery dark brown, and I'm just gonna put this on my outer corner. Even use your finger to blend them out. Then I'm gonna take the shade Integrity, apply this all over my lid on the inner corner. It's a really pretty champagne color. We blend that out. I feel like these are foolproof. Going in with the Rare Beauty mascara, applying that to the lashes. For the lips, I'm going in with the shade Humble and their lip liners, and the lipstick in the shade Creative right in the center. That is stunning. Little shine. I'm gonna take the lip oils in the shade Hope. And there you go. That is my full face of Rare Beauty. I'm absolutely obsessed. It's such a nice, sweet, everyday makeup. I think it'd be fun to add in at the end of these which products I would recommend splurging on or actually spending your money on. My top 3 from this video alone is definitely the brow gel, the skin tint. It really impressed me. And of course, the Soft Pinch liquid blushes. Let me know what you guys think, and let me know which brand I should try next.
Let's do a full face of Rare Beauty part 2. We started off with Rare Beauty's brand new under eye patches. Under eyes are hydrated. First up, primers. We have the illuminating primer and the pore diffusing primer. We're gonna do the illuminating primer this time. I don't use this one a whole lot, but every time I do, I am impressed. Next is complexion. You have 3 different shades of the tinted moisturizer and 3 different shades of foundation. We're doing foundation today. Going for a lighter coverage today. I'm gonna use their foundation brush to blend it out. Ooh. Next, we're gonna be using Rare Beauty's brand new under eye brighteners on top of my concealer. I just added my concealer in like normal. While I let my concealer get a little tacky, let's talk about these brand new under eye brighteners. The metal applicators are so cool. I'm gonna blend out my concealer with their concealer brush, and I'm gonna take the under eye brightener and just roll it underneath my eye. And I'm just tapping it in with my finger. I don't have the darkest under eyes, but this definitely makes a difference. Now I'm just gonna go in with their setting powder. Just using the concealer brush to pat it in. Keeping it really simple with the eyes. What did I just do? Girl, nothing too fancy. Next is my favorite part, which is blush, of course. Today we're going in with the shade Lucky. It's this hot pink color that just looks stunning on my skin tone. I mean, look at that. Going in with Nearly Berry right on top. Next up is highlighter. We have the luminizers here and Rare Beauty's brand new highlighter here. Today I'm gonna use Captivate, which is this beautiful copper color. I got really excited and scratched my highlighter with my nail, but that's okay. Because you know what? I'm perfect. Thank you, Rare Beauty. Beautiful. Then I just like to use my finger to melt it in. Now let's do lips. I'm gonna be using the Stay Vulnerable Glossy Lip Balm. Look at that color on me. And last but not least, my Always an Optimist spray. And this is my final look.
Let's do a full face of Rare Beauty, and today we're going to be trying out their new liquid contours. Starting with their foundation, I've never tried it before, so I'm so excited to try it out. I've heard so many good things about this foundation, and I'm using the shade 180W. Okay, from the way that this is blending out, I'm already obsessed. I think this shade is definitely a little bit too light for me, but we're going to make this work. Okay, but look at how this foundation makes my skin glow. She's still giving skin, but just better. The finish is actually tea, but I would just go a few shades darker. Now I'm going to go in with their concealer, and I'm using the shade 130N. Now, if the formula is anything like like the foundation, I'm definitely gonna like it. Okay, I'm obsessed. Like, look at how nicely that blended out. Okay, the finish of this concealer is actually stunning, but the best part is that I feel like my skin still looks like skin, if you know what I'm saying. Now for the exciting part, we're gonna be using their new liquid contour. First of all, can we talk about how cute this packaging is? I'm using the shade Solace, and I've also just seen so many good things about their shade range. This is also blending out so nicely. Also, this shade is like the most perfect muted brown. Okay, Selena did her thing with this liquid contour. Now I love Rare Beauty liquid blushes, but I really want to try out their melting blush. First of all, can we talk about this color? So gorgeous. I think I'm gonna go in with my hands first to see what happens. Okay, I fear I might have put too much. Let's try to blend this out. I swear I never learn. Like, I always have to overdo it with the blush. It's also really easy to blend out, so I imagine it would layer well over powder too. Which brings me to setting powder. I've never tried their setting powder, so I'm really excited. This packaging though is honestly genius. Like, you can open and close it. And I picked up the shade Light. Oh wow, this is a very buttery setting powder. Okay, you guys, I've never tried a setting powder like this before. This product is so cool because it mattifies your face, but it still leaves your face with this like really pretty sheen, where I feel like a lot of other powders that I use just solely mattifies your face. I'm also gonna go in and just kind of dust my whole face with this powder. I'm gonna take my fingers and go back in with a little bit more of the melting blush. I'm also gonna go in with a little bit of their powder blush in the shade Happy. I feel like this is a highlighter and blush in one. You guys, I'm typically not a highlighter person, but look how pretty that is. Like, okay, I'm glowing. I'm gonna set everything in with their 4-in-1 mist. Pretty sure this is supposed to be a primer, a setting spray, moisturizer, all the good things in one. Now I'm gonna go in with their matte liquid liner. Okay, one eye down. That was actually so easy because this tip is so fine. Okay, I'm loving this liquid liner. Like, girl, that wing is sharp. Last but not least, for lips, I'm gonna go in with their tinted lip oil. This is in the shade Delight, and I swear their lip oils are some of the best that I've ever tried. They're not sticky whatsoever, and the consistency is more kind of like a serum. Like, it just glides onto your lips. And that is a full face of Rare Beauty. What do you guys think about this look, and what full face should I do next?
Full face of Rare Beauty. Rare Beauty has some incredible products, and I've never done a full face, so I'm excited to see how this turns out. We're starting with the illuminating primer. This primer was actually one of my favorites for a very long time, and it kind of reminds me a lot of the Stay Super Glowy Gel. Look at how glowy it leaves the skin. Nothing new for the brows, because you guys know this is my favorite. Without a doubt, my brows always look the best whenever I use this. Next, we have the Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer. This product was also one of my favorites for a long time. It actually has really great coverage for a tinted moisturizer, and it blends in beautifully. Now we have the concealer. This is actually my first time trying this concealer. Hopefully the shade works okay. Pretty creamy and blending very nicely too. How does that look close up? Now we have the bronzer stick in the shade Happy Soul. This product I actually do not like. I haven't used it in a long time, so let's see how it performs today, but usually it goes very patchy on me. I'm taking my brush into the product instead of applying it straight onto the skin because I feel like that is better than applying it straight to your face. Okay, it's not doing a terrible job right now. I do feel like it's getting a little bit patchy. Doesn't look absolutely terrible, but I still wouldn't reach for this over my other cream bronzers. I feel like this is the star of the show. Obviously, the Rare Beauty blushes are top tier. This is the shade Grateful, and I've actually never tried this shade before, so I'm excited. Hopefully that wasn't too much. I know these are super pigmented, but I know it depends on the shade, so hopefully this one isn't that bad. Very pigmented, but so pretty. Honestly, red blush might just be my new obsession. Now I'm gonna set the face with the finishing powder. I actually haven't tried this either. I'm actually really liking this because it's setting the face, but it's not too mattifying. Now a little bit of the liquid luminizer in the shade Transcend. Just gonna do a little dot. I'm just gonna tap it in. Cute. Curling the lashes. Now some of their mascara. I've actually heard some good things about this mascara, and it looks really nice. Now for the lips, I'm gonna top them off with the tinted lip oil. This is the shade Delight. These actually feel so soft on the lips, and I love how when you wipe it off, it leaves a tint. And then of course, some setting spray. And there you go. That's the full face of Rare Beauty. I am quite obsessed. Let me know what you guys think.
Let's do a full face of Rare Beauty. I've actually tried Rare Beauty before, like a few of their products, but I've never tried the full range. We've got two foundations, one in 450 neutral and one in 460 warm. So let's just see which one it is. I'll probably come back and show you guys which one I pick. I kid you not, I opened this and like it just exploded everywhere. I chose the shade 460 warm as I felt like that was closest. This is like nowhere close to my skin tone, but we'll make it work. This kind of feels like there is nothing on my skin already. Like I can just feel it. Yeah, this feels like second skin. It's so lightweight. I love the way this feels. If you like full coverage foundation, this is not for you. This is for the everyday makeup kind of girl. If you have oily skin, I feel like this would work perfectly because it just feels so nice and like almost mattifying, but it's like demi matte. It's stunning. For blush, I picked the shade Lucky, and I also had the shade Happy, but Lucky was literally calling my name. To be honest, I don't really have to say much about these blushes. They speak for themselves. They're so pigmented and beautiful. I think I went a bit too heavy with the blush, but I'm going to apply my bronzer off camera and I'll be back. Next, the concealer, and this is shade 420N, and I'm going to use this as my highlight because obviously this is way too light for me. This dofer is, but it's like a weird little rectangle. I guess it helps you get into those bits that you want to get to make it really straight line. Already tell this is a full coverage concealer. Like, this will conceal your deepest, darkest secrets. Like, but nice and creamy. I'm gonna set off camera and I'll be back. Next thing we're gonna use is highlight. We're using the shade Mesmerize. It's so pretty, I don't even want to touch it. Like, look at that. I've got the Rare Beauty brush. Oh my god, that's so pretty. Do you know, I'm not really like a powder highlight person. I haven't been in such a long time. I actually don't really use highlighter that often, but this is stunning. Tip of the nose. Oh, I think this is gonna make me want to use highlighter again. This is so pretty. Corner of my eye. That is so beautiful. Finally, let's do the lip. I've got the tinted lip oil in Happy. So cute. That is my full face of Rare Beauty. What do you think? Absolutely love how my makeup turned out. Yes, we have a bit of issues with the shades, but I made it work. I always do. What do you think?